The next topic, what we are going to see under greedy method is minimum cost spanning tree or minimum spanning tree. So before seeing how to find a minimum cost spanning tree, we need to know what is the definition of a spanning tree. Spanning tree is a tree in which all nodes are connected without forming a cycle. That is, it is a tree without a cycle. Or you can define a spanning tree of a graph G as a subgraph G dash is equal to V dash comma E dash with the following properties. The subgraph what you find, that is G dash, should have the V dash number of vertices that should be equal to V. G dash, that is the subgraph G dash, should be connected and it should be a acyclic graph. That is, you will be given with the connected cyclic graph as a input graph. You need to find a tree which connects all the vertices of a graph without forming a cycle. So such a tree will be called as a spanning tree. So let us see the definition of a spanning tree with an example. See, I have taken a graph G. With 4 vertices, 0, 1, 2, 3. These are all the vertices numbers with the weight. So for finding a minimum cost spanning tree, you need to consider weighted connected cyclic graph should be considered as the input graph. Now see, why I call this as a weighted graph means you have some values specified on the edges. So it is called as a weighted graph. Now if you see, I call this graph is a cyclic graph because consider the 0th vertex. You start from 0, you are reaching to 1. From 1 to 3 you are visiting. From 3 to 2 you are visiting. You are able to go back to the starting vertex 0 from 2. So starting and ending at the same vertex will form a cycle. So I will be able to start from the 0th vertex and also I will be able to come back to the same vertex. That means it is starting and ending with the same vertex 0. So I can say the graph is a cyclic graph. So I have taken weighted connected cyclic graph as an input graph for finding a minimum spanning tree. Now for this I am going to find what is a spanning tree first. Once I find the spanning tree, I will be able to find out what is a minimum spanning tree. Now I gave the definition of a spanning tree as it is a subgraph of a graph G with all the vertices connected together without forming a cycle. That means for this graph, I am just going to construct a few spanning trees without forming a cycle. Now consider 4 vertices of the graph 0, 1, 2, 3. Connect all the vertices without forming a cycle. See, I am just going to connect 0 to 1, 1 to 3, 3 to 2. Now if I am not going to connect this 0 to 2, because if I connect this will form a cycle. As per the spanning tree definition, I have a connected graph without forming a cycle. So I can say this is the spanning tree 1. Now based on this, what is the weight of this edge specified in the graph? Weight of that edge is 20. I am just writing it as 20. And weight of this edge is 30 as per the given input graph. Weight of this is 40. So this is a first spanning tree. Let us take it as A. Now I am going to construct one more spanning tree based on this, not in this way. So again take 4 vertices 0, 1, 2, 3. Connect in different way. 0 to 2 I have connected 2 to 3 I am connecting, 3 to 1 I am connecting. Here also see, as per the spanning tree definition, I have connected all the 4 vertices. It is not forming a cycle. If I include a edge 0 to 1, it will form a cycle. So what is the respective edge values? The edge value of this is 10, this is 40, and this is 30. Let us take, this is a spanning tree 2. Similarly, let us construct one more spanning tree. Take again 4 vertices, 0, 1, 2, 3. Now I have left this edge, I have left this edge. Now I am just going to leave some other edge. I have left this edge. So what is the edge value I have? 20, 10, this is 30. So this is the spanning tree 3. So similarly I will be able to construct, two more spanning trees. Now see, what is the cost of the first spanning tree? If you want to find the cost of the first spanning tree, add all the edge values together. 20 plus 30, 50. 50 plus 40, it gives you 90. Now similarly, find the cost of the spanning tree 2. 10 plus 40, 50. 50 plus 30, it leads to 80. Now if you see the last spanning tree, now cost of the spanning tree 3 is 10 plus 20, 30. 30 plus 30, it will be 60. See, for this graph, I will be able to construct totally 5 spanning trees. Out of that, I have constructed 3. 2 more we can construct. See, based on the 3 spanning tree, whatever I have constructed, you see which spanning tree is having a minimum cost. Which spanning tree is having a minimum cost? Cost of the spanning tree 1 is 90. Second spanning tree is 80. Third spanning tree is 60. So which spanning tree is having the minimum cost? If you see, the third spanning tree is having the minimum cost. So out of the 3 constructed spanning tree, the spanning tree which gives you the minimum cost will be considered as the minimum spanning tree. So we can define the spanning tree as connected acyclic graph. Now we are going to define what is a minimum spanning tree. A spanning tree with the minimum cost is called as a minimum spanning tree. Now if you see, for this graph I have constructed 3 spanning trees. Out of these 3 spanning trees, the third spanning tree is having the minimum cost 60. So I can say this third spanning tree is a minimum spanning tree out of these 3. So I can define a minimum spanning tree as a spanning tree with the minimum cost. That is called as a minimum spanning tree. To find a minimum spanning tree, we have 2 algorithms. The first algorithm is the Prim's algorithm and the second algorithm is the Kruskal's algorithm. Now we'll see, using a Prim's algorithm, how to find the minimum spanning tree. So for that, I have considered one example graph. This is the example graph what I have taken to find the minimum cost spanning tree or minimum spanning tree using Prim's algorithm. So let us take this as an example graph. Now for finding a minimum spanning tree using a Prim's algorithm, construct a table with 3 columns. First one is a tree vertex which is indicated with VT. T indicates tree, V indicates vertex. Remaining vertices is indicated with V minus VT. Remaining vertices are indicated with V minus VT. This I will tell you how to find this V minus VT when I solve the example. So in the illustration column, I have taken the vertices alone. See, totally 5 vertices I have in this graph. I have just written all the 5 vertices. So whenever I process the edges, I'll be finding the minimum cost spanning tree. So let us start with the process. Now you see, you can start your process with any vertex. As per the order, I am just going to start my process with the vertex 0. So I am just going to write the vertex 0. Each and every vertex will have two parameters. The first one indicates from where I am visiting the vertices. From where I am going to visit the vertex 0. That is source of the vertex specified here, and the distance of the vertex. This is the source of the vertex. This is the distance of this vertex. Since I am starting my process from the 0th vertex, this should be the starting point. This cannot be visited from any other vertex. So let us start. For this 0th vertex, there is no source, and distance is also, till now I don't have any distance. Now by leaving the 0th vertex, how many vertices are present in the given graph? 4 more vertices are given in the graph. So let us take all the remaining vertices of the graph by leaving this 0th vertex. So 1 is left out, 2 is left out, 3rd vertex is also left out, 4th vertex is also left out, 5th also left out. So I have written the remaining vertices of the graph by leaving this 0th vertex. Now 0 is the starting point. Now I am just going to visit the vertex 1 from 0 directly, whether it is possible or not. So go to your graph, 0 to 1 you have a path, that is 0 to 1 you have a edge with the value 60. So I am just going to write this first vertex can be visited from 0, this is the source of the vertex from where I am visiting the vertex 1. From 0 only I am visiting the vertex 1. So I have written source as 0. 0 to 1, what is the edge value I have? 0 to 1, what is the edge value I have? I have the edge value as 60. Similarly, 0 to 2, whether you will be able to visit or not, you need to look at your graph. 0 to 2 I can visit with the value 10. So I am just writing from 0 to 2 I can visit with the value 10. Now 0 to 3, whether I will be able to visit or not, I need to check. 0 to 3 I cannot visit directly, so I will just leave the source of the 3rd vertex is empty. There is no distance. I will just leave it as infinity. Now I will process 0 to 4. 0 to 4, is it possible to visit directly? 0 to 4 I cannot visit directly. So from 0 I cannot visit 4, leave it empty, and distance from 0 to 4 is infinity. Indirectly I can visit but directly I cannot visit, so I have written it as infinity. Now 0 to 5 I will be able to visit or not, I need to check my graph. 0 to 5 also I cannot visit, so I will just leave this as empty, this as infinity. So first step of the Prim's algorithm is over. Now just see which are all the vertices are having the values. I have the vertex 1 with the value 60, vertex 2 with the value 10. Other 3 vertices are not having the value, it is mentioned as infinity. So out of these 2, which is having the minimum value? When compared to the first vertex, second vertex is having the value 10. So I can consider out of these two, this will be the vertex with the minimum value. So from this, I am just going to consider the next tree vertex will be the vertex with the minimum value. So I am just taking 2, 0, 10. First I started with the 0. I just found the distance of all the vertices present in the remaining column from 0. I got 2 vertices with the values. Other 3 vertices are mentioned with infinity because it cannot be visited directly from 0. Now out of these 2, I have considered this is the vertex with the minimum value. That should be considered as the next tree vertex. Once you bring any of the vertex to the tree vertex, you need to include the edge into your spanning tree. So what is the edge I have processed now? 0 to 2 is the edge I have processed. So I am just going to include one edge in the illustration column 0 to 2. Now by leaving 0 and 2, what all the other remaining vertices are present in the given graph? 0 is processed, 2 is processed. The remaining vertex is 1, 0, 60, 3 minus infinity, 4 infinity, 5 infinity. So these are all the remaining vertices present in the graph by leaving 0 and second vertex. Now see, I just started visiting all these 5 vertices from 0. I got some distance. Now I have to start visiting these 4 vertices from 2. I need to start visiting these 4 vertices from the vertex 2. Now let us see, I am just trying to visit 2 to 1. Already 1 has been visited from 0. Already 1 has been visited from 0. I got the value as 60. Now I am trying to visit the vertex 1 from 2 so that I can get a lesser value than this or not. I am just going to check. See, initially I started visiting all these 5 vertices from 0. I got some distance. Now out of this, I found this is the vertex with the minimum value. I just brought it to the tree vertex column. Now I am just going to try to visit all these remaining vertices from 2 once again so that I can get a lesser value or not. I am just going to check. Now from 2 to 1 I am just going to check. Here 2 to 1, is it possible to visit directly? It is not possible to visit directly. So this remains as it is. Now 2 to 3, you just see already the distance specified is infinity. So I cannot, already the distance specified here, it is infinity. So let us try to visit from 2 so that I can get a lesser value than infinity or not. So 2 to 3, let us see. 2 to 3 also it is not possible to visit. 2 to 3 also it is not possible to visit because there is no direct connection. So this also remains as it is. Now let us go for finding 2 to 4. 2 to 4 it is possible to visit. 2 to 4 is also not possible to visit. This also remains as it is. Now let us see 2 to 5. Let us see 2 to 5. 2 to 5 I have a direct connection or direct path with the value 50. So let us write, this will be overwritten because see, what is the distance specified here? It is infinity. Now what is the new distance? I am just getting it 50. 50 is less than infinity or 50 is greater than infinity. If the new distance value, if it is less than the existing distance value, then you have to replace the existing distance. That is, if new distance if it is less than the existing distance, you need to replace the existing distance. You need to replace the existing distance. So let us go for replacing this as 5 is getting visited from 2 with the distance 50. 5 is getting visited from 2 with the distance 50. So now this will be no more existing because this has been replaced with this. Now out of these 4 values, which is having the minimum distance? Now see, the first vertex which is visited from 0 is having the distance as 60. The distance here it is infinity, here also it is infinity, here it is 50. So when compared to these, when comparing these two, fifth vertex is having the minimum distance. So I am just going to bring this as the next tree vertex 2, 50. This is having the minimum distance when compared to all the other 3. So I am just bringing this as the tree vertex for the next time. Now once I bring any vertex to the tree vertex, I need to include the edge. So what is the edge? This is the source, this is the destination. So 2 to 5 is the edge what I am going to include in my tree. So the edge value of this is 10, edge value of this is 50. Now similarly, other than the vertices 0 to 5, what are the remaining vertices I have? I have 1, 0, 60, 3, nothing, infinity, 4, nothing, infinity. 5 has been visited and it has been brought to the tree vertex. So by leaving these 3 vertices, I have 3 more remaining vertices in the remaining vertices column. Now try to visit these 3 vertices from the vertex 5 now. So 1 has been already visited from 0 with the distance 60. Let us try to visit the same vertex 1 from 5. Let us check whether I will get the minimum distance lesser than this or not. Now let us go to the graph. 5 to 1 I have a link. 5 to 1 I have a link. But what is the value I have? 70. 70 is less than the existing distance? No. 5 to 1 I will be able to visit, but the distance from 5 to 1 given it as 70. That is, existing distance is 60, new distance is 70. When you need to replace the distance, if the new distance is less than the existing distance, then you will replace. But here in this case, new distance, that is 70, it is not less than 60. So I will not replace anything here. This remains as it is. Now let us try for visiting 5 to 3. It has not yet been visited from any vertex. Distance is infinity. So 5 to 3, is it possible to visit? 5 to 3 is possible to visit. Distance is 80. That is, existing distance is infinity, new distance is 80. So 80 is less than the existing distance infinity. That is, new distance is less than the existing distance. New distance from 5 to 3 is 80, which is less than infinity. So this has to be replaced. 3 of it can be visited from 5 with the distance 80. So now this is no more exist. Now I need to consider this. So now I am just going to visit the fourth vertex from 5. 5 to 4, is it possible to visit? 5 to 4 it is possible to visit directly with the distance 30. Similarly, new distance is 30, existing distance is infinity. So new distance is less than the existing distance. So this can be replaced as 4 of can be visited from 5 with the distance 30. Now this is no more considered. Now out of this, 1, 0, 60, 3, 5, 80, 4, 5, 30. Which vertex is having the minimum distance value? When I compare these three, 60, 80, 30, the fourth vertex is having the minimum distance. So next I am just going to consider the fourth vertex as the tree vertex, 5, 30. Now when I bring some vertex to the tree vertex, I need to include the edge. So what is the edge I need to include? 5 to 4. So go to your illustration. 5 to 4 you include one edge with the value 30. Now by leaving this 4 vertices, what are the remaining vertices I have? I have 0, 60. I have 4 of 5, 30. These two vertices are remaining still to process. Now 4 to 1 you just try to visit. 4 to 1 you just try to visit. 4 to 1 I have a path with the value 40. So what is the new distance I am getting from 4 to 1? 40. Now what is the existing distance I have here from 0 to 1? It is 60. So new distance 40 is less than the existing distance 60. So I have to replace the source as 4. From 4 to 1 if I visit, I will get the distance as 40. Instead of visiting from 0 to 1, it is better to visit from 4 to 1. This cannot be considered anymore. You need to consider this. Now try to visit from, this is 3, 5, 80 because this has been processed and I have just got it to the tree vertex. So remaining will be this and this. Instead of writing this, I have written this as by mistake. So correct it. 3 of 5, 80. Now visit from 4 to 3. 4 to 3 is it possible to visit? 4 to 3 it is not possible to visit. So the distance of this remains as it is. The distance of this remains as it is. Now out of these two, which is having the minimum vertex? Out of these two, which is having the minimum distance? The vertex 1 is having the minimum distance. So I am just going to process first vertex with a source this one. See, out of these two, which vertex is having the minimum distance? Vertex 1 is having the distance as 40, that is the minimum. So I am just going to process this as the next tree vertex, that is 1 of 4, 40 is the next tree vertex. Whenever I bring any vertex to the tree vertex, I need to include a edge in the illustration column. What is the edge I need to include? I need to include the edge from 4 to 1. So go to your illustration, include a edge from 4 to 1 with the weight value 60, with the weight value 40. 4 to 1 is the edge I have included with the weight value 40. Now how many vertices are remaining still to process? Only one vertex is remaining, because see, first vertex, second vertex, third vertex, fourth vertex and fifth vertex. So the left out only one vertex is 3 of 5, 80. This is the one more vertex which is pending to process. Now already the vertex 3 has been visited from 5 with the distance 80. Now let us try to visit from 1, so that we'll come to know whether we'll get the lesser distance or not. So let us try for checking the distance from 1 to 3. So go to the graph. 1 to 3 you have a path with the distance or with the weight 20. So this will be considered as the new distance. So I have a path from 1 to 3. The weight on this edge is 20. Now this is the existing distance. this is the new distance and this is the existing distance. Now compare the new distance with the existing distance. New distance is less than the existing distance, means you need to replace this. So I'm just going to replace this as 3 that can be visited from 1, so that I will get the lesser distance, that is 20. That means that if you visit the vertex 3 from 5, you will have the distance as 80. It's better if you visit the third vertex from first vertex, you will get the minimum distance. So this has been replaced with this now. This is no more existing. Now only one vertex is pending. Now that can be considered as a tree vertex in the next step. Only one vertex is having, so that is a minimum vertex. So let us bring this vertex to the tree vertex. Now whenever I bring some vertex as a tree vertex, I need to include the edge in the illustration. So what is the edge I am going to include? 1, 2, 3. Always this is source, this is destination. Source to destination only you need to include a edge. So from 1 to 3 I am going to include a edge. From 1 to 3 I am just going to include a edge with 30. Now if you see, all the 6 vertices I have processed, nothing is remaining in the remaining vertices column. Now you see your illustration column. I have got a minimum spanning tree directly. I have got a minimum spanning tree directly. You see that spanning tree, as per the spanning tree definition, all the vertices of a graph are connected without forming a cycle, and by selecting always the vertex with the minimum distance, I got this tree. So I will be considering this as the minimum spanning tree. Now you need to find out what is the cost of minimum spanning tree. What is the cost of minimum spanning tree? To find the cost of minimum spanning tree, you need to add the weights on all the edges. So I am just going to add all the weights: 10 plus 50 plus 30 plus 40 plus 20. 10, 50, 30, 40, 20. So add all these edge weights, you will get a cost of a minimum spanning tree. So 10 plus 50, 60, 60 plus 30, 90, 90 plus 40, 130, and 130 plus 20, 150 will be the cost of your minimum spanning tree. So the result of the Prim's algorithm is the minimum spanning tree with the cost of the minimum spanning tree. So this will be the result of your Prim's algorithm. Thank you.